What's up, fellow scientists? This is Mr. G, and I'm back with you to discuss the egg experiment that we did previously. I know you were waiting for it. Well, here it is. We're going to discuss why one egg sinks and what egg floats. But first, before that, I want to get to what you talked about last class and learned, which was density. So tell me, what is density? Okay, so if you said that density is a measure of how closely packed the molecules are in a substance, you'd be absolutely correct. Now, I know you also learned how to calculate density. There was an equation. I want you to tell me, what was the density equation? Okay, so if you said density, the equation for density is mass divided by volume, you would have been absolutely correct. Now, let's look at an example here. So what I did was I brought two objects. I brought a pillow and I brought a weight. Now the weight's made out of iron, the pillow's made out of cotton. First, I want you to tell me which one of these has a greater volume. Okay, so if you said the pillow has greater volume, you would have been correct because the pillow takes up more space. Now, which one of these do you think has a greater mass? If you said the weight has greater mass, you would have been correct because I can feel it. The weight has more particles inside of it. So now the big question is, which one of these is more dense? Is it the weight or is it the pillow? Go ahead and answer. All right, so if you said that the weight was more dense, you would have been absolutely correct because the weight has a greater mass, which means that it has more particles in it, and has a smaller volume, which means it takes up less space. Therefore, the particles have to be really, really packed together inside of this mass or inside of this weight. So now let's get to it. I know that you wanted to talk about this egg experiment or why the egg sinks and floats. Unfortunately, Mr. G is just as confused as you are. Therefore, I think your teacher has a reading for you that you're going to be able to get that answer or get information to help you answer that question. So go ahead and I want you to read the passage below to get more information, and hopefully this will give you the information you need to answer the question is why does the egg that's in the salt water float, but the egg that's in the fresh water sink?